Hey guys, it's Enrique from Novation here with Long and McQuade, and I'm here to show you guys at NAMM 2018 our Circuit Mono Station and Peak. The Circuit Mono Station is a paraphonic analog synthesizer, but where this really excels above the rest is that you have control over oscillator 1, which you can then shape and do a bunch of different things here, and get a really nice big bass sound, but you can also sequence the bass sound, so you can easily hold down a step in the sequence down below and press play, and it'll start playing the sound for you. Or you can just hit record, have that going as you shape up your sound, do a bunch of different things. But where this gets really unique is that with oscillator 2, you can sequence this independently from oscillator 1. You can even add other patterns, for example this one, which has nothing on it. And then you can tie patterns together by pressing them together. You can see it going back and forth between all of them. Everything on the face of this is record automatable. You can see with the LED feedback exactly what you just did. So not only can you sequence 2 separate oscillators, it also comes with the noise, a ring mod in the mixer section, an audio input, and a ton of CV on the back end of this. So focusing back on oscillator 1, you have a ton of different things like gate control, velocity control, different pattern settings. You can sync them to do ping pong. For example, go forward and then backwards. You got different sync rates like 64ths and randoms. There's a ton of flexibility, and all of these pattern settings are independent per pattern. So again, talking about patterns, you can easily have 16 patterns for oscillator 1, 8 for oscillator 2, and 8 for the mod sequence. The mod sequence can then be set anywhere just by selecting sequence to any of the 6 destinations in the mod matrix, and you just simply turn a knob. You can even send it out of the auxiliary CV to a modular system or anything that you may have that accepts CV. Another great product we have here is the Novation Peak. It's an 8-voice hybrid synthesizer. We have wavetable and digital synthesis at the beginning of this, but it's not your typical digital wavetables, where most are 48 kilohertz. These are 24 megahertz. No aliasing, no nothing. The waves are actually generated and not sample based. So in between all of the wave shapes, you have 5 different wave positions that all interpolate between one another. Following that, you have an analog mixer, analog VCA, analog filter, which is part of our heritage, dating all the way back to around the WASP filter, and 3 analog overdrives, post filter and pre-filter, and another one inside the menu. If I focus on this, I'll go into oscillator 2, which is sending MIDI notes out, and I can play the peak. In here you can easily shape around the sound, bring in some more oscillators, smooth them out a little. So not only can you get a really beautiful analog sounding wave shape out of this, following the sequence out through the back with a ton of effects, you can easily go and bank through any of the 4 banks filled up of 128 patches and find something simple, for example, maybe like an all roads lead. With the 16 slot mod matrix, you have a ton of different control of how you really want to shape the sound. Not only are you just stuck to a bunch of different wavetables by going to the more section and seeing the wave more option and changing between the wave shapes, you can actually shape the wave itself using the shape knob. And within that, you can tie in other things, and you also get linear FM between all of these oscillators. So with these 2 products here at NAMM 2018, this is what we got going on. So I hope you guys appreciate it, and thank you so much for checking it out.